So how can we position ourselves in a way that the media actually wants to interview you? Let's talk about this, what I call the RRRCC formula. And the first one is relationship. As long as you can develop relationships and meaningful friendships over time with members of the media, with producers and journalists and podcasters and TV hosts, anybody who could help you get exposure, you go and focus on that. It's not that hard because we are talking to people anyway all day long. Might as well be a little bit mindful about who those people are, or who are those people who can connect us, who can make those introductions for us. Okay, so relationships is the first one. The second one is relevance. And this is something that means different things to different people. In the news-based media outlets, relevance would mean something that you can truly comment on something that is newsworthy, right? Something that's actually important happening right now. So to give you an example, and I'll share more about this a little bit later, I did a TV interview on ABC in Los Angeles, which is a major market, and it was all about Trump's tweets and how they're not factual. But then the hook of the interview was how can we use social media effectively as a leader to communicate our message in a powerful way. Okay, so you want to have some kind of a hook where you loosely relate your expertise to something that they're already talking about and that they're interested in. And relevance in the online media outlets, it means that you're somebody who has stature, who has positioning, somebody who is truly noteworthy, someone who they should pay attention to, someone who has credibility. So you want to build yourself up by first starting with a small interview opportunities, and really take anything that you can get to get your practice, because you don't want to be someone who's doing the inevitable mistakes on the big outlets, right? You really, really want to be strategic about how you build this up, and over time have a body of work where you have an entire media page on your website full of interviews, and you can truly highlight the pieces that showcase your expertise the most. Okay? The third one is to have the right expertise and fit. So you don't want to, just because you want to be in Forbes or you want to be anywhere and you met somebody who kind of writes for the outlet that you want to be on, but they don't cover your topic, don't try to make it fit only because they're a friend. It's trying to force it is not going to do anyone any favors. You're much better off actually developing a relationship with that person and then allow them to make introduction for you to people who could actually help you where it's the right fit topic-wise as well. Okay? And then, of course, credibility. If you don't have credibility with the person who you're connecting with, they're not going to want to do an interview. So credibility could be that you have a really good, compelling bio. It could be that your professional website looks like, you know what you're talking about. It could be that your introduction came through someone who they're truly good friends with. If you were to make a list, which we'll go through that whole methodology as well of how to connect through influencers, and a mutual friend of yours who you saw on Facebook, you are connected through, and they offer to make an introduction or you ask for it, but that person who is making the introduction is not good friends with the influencer who you're getting the introduction to, it's not going to carry any weight. So credibility means that too, that the person who is introducing you for the first time actually has something to say that the other person will listen to. You got to have a compelling bio. Who here has their bio completely written and done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, half. Okay, so you're in luck. I'm going to help you with that right now. So let's take one of each, please. Actually going to set this here. And you want to have multiple versions of your bio. You want to have something that is good for you as a speaker if you're looking to get speaking opportunities, something that is good for you when you're pitching yourself for mainstream media like TV and radio and newspapers and magazines and that kind of thing. And then for podcasts, you want to have something that is super, super short. Usually it's 50 words or less. So it's really just 2 sentences. So what you want to do when you create your bio is you create the long one first, and I'm going to help you with that today, and then you edit it down. Once you're happy with it, you make a shorter version. So you might have something that is super long, like 300 words, and then we cut it down to about half that size, like 160, and that's something that you'll be using on your one sheet or as a speaker bio, and then go down to about 120 so that you can use it as a background story when you're sending additional information after they already said yes to interviewing you. And then have your final one, your super short one that is good for below articles when you have a byline opportunity to contribute a guest blog post or write an article for a column, and then a really, really short one for podcasts.